Okay. Next here, the one more reaction, that is the Arndt estate reaction, ARNDT estate reaction. In this Arndt estate reaction, we can prepare the carboxylic acids. That means higher carboxylic acids from the lower carboxylic acid. Okay, here it is a RC over H. We can get the RCH to C over H. So it is the Arndt estate reaction. Okay, totally this reaction involves reaction with SOCl2. The CH2N2 means diazomethane, silver oxide followed by hydrolysis. So in this reaction, first of all, this carboxylic acid on reaction with SOCl2 will get the acid halide. Okay. Now here, this acid halide on treating with diazomethane, CH2 minus here N2 plus. This is diazomethane. This is the diazomethane. Now CH2 minus attacks on this carbon and leaving of Cl minus takes place. So here RC double bond O, this one CH2 and here N2 plus. Okay. So actually here the Cl minus, in this case the Cl minus remove the proton from this carbon. So as a result RC double bond O, CH minus N2 plus and next HCl. The Cl minus remove the H plus from this carbon because N2 plus is a strong withdrawing. N2 plus is a strong withdrawing group. That means strong minus side group. By the presence of the strong minus side group, this is the hydrogen's acidic nature increases. Okay. So now here that more acidic hydrogen is removed by the Cl minus. Okay, which is released in the first step. So we will get this intermediate. Now in this case, the loss of N2 takes place. N2 is the excellent leaving group, so loss of N2 takes place. So here that RC double bond O and this one CH 2 electrons actually. Okay, that means in this case here H plus removal, that means here 2 electrons and gains another one extra electron, that's why it carries a negative charge. Okay, so in this case by loss of N2, that means here this molecule is leaving with a pair of electrons. So here the negative charge by loss of N2, this one carries a positive charge, so negative positive neutral. So then in this case, so remaining 2 electrons but no charge. Okay, it is a carbene type. So generally in this case it is electron deficient. So here this alkyl group is migrated towards this electron deficient carbon. As a result, oxygen double bond carbon, a CH bond alkyl group. This one carries a negative charge because here this R minus is migrating towards CH. That's why here this one carries a negative charge because that gains electrons. Now here this bond, in this bond breaking, here alkyl group migrating with pair of electrons, this carbon carries a positive charge. So positive negative pi bond. So it is nothing but ketene. It is a ketene. Now here this ketene molecule on hydrolysis. Ketene molecule on a hydrolysis. Actually here the loss of this N2 molecule takes place in the presence of the silver oxide. Okay. The loss of N2 molecule takes place in the presence of the silver oxide. Okay. So now here this ketene on a hydrolysis. So here this water molecule nucleophile attacks on this carbon. So here in this case O minus C OH here H. This one carries a positive charge, double bond CH and alkyl group. Okay. And next here loss of H plus. That means here proton transfer takes place. OHC, OH double bond CH, bond R. Okay. Now in this case, actually it is a enol. It is a enol. So now in this case, here just here proton transfer takes place. Okay. This proton is transferred to this carbon, and this double bond becomes single bond, and this single bond becomes a double bond. So as a result, OHC double bond O and CH2 R. So that is the mechanism of this reaction. Of course, mechanism is not necessary. Just remember the reagents. Okay. So lower carboxylic acid to higher carboxylic acid. So generally here in this case, this This is the diazoketane. Okay. Okay. So write this one. Okay. This is the mechanism of this reaction. And here one more point in this case. We have to use the 2 moles of diazomethane. Okay. Because in this case here, this HCl on further reaction with diazomethane. HCl is the acid, so it can react with diazomethane. So 2 moles of the diazomethane is consumed in this reaction. So H plus CH2 minus, so that is converted to CH3, and this one N2 plus. Okay, CH2 minus accept the H plus converted to CH3, and remaining one N2 plus and Cl minus. Okay, Cl minus acting as nucleophile attacks on the CH3, so we will get the CH3Cl plus N2 molecule. Okay, so HCl attacks on the diazomethane. So 2 moles of the diazomethane must be used in this reaction. Okay, it is an on-tested reaction. In this reaction, generally, migration of the alkyl group is a rate determining step. Okay, that means here it is a rate determining step. Migration of the alkyl. And next here, it is a diazomethane. After acidic halide treating with diazomethane, this compound is known as diazoketone. This compound is known as a diazoketone. Here diazoketone converted to ketone. This is diazoketone to ketene. Conversion of diazoketone to ketene is known as Wolff rearrangement. Conversion of diazoketone to ketene is known as Wolff rearrangement. Okay, so that is the reaction. So just here we discuss the 2 examples here. For suppose CH3C double bond OH, this one on treating with that means SOCl2 diazomethane silver oxide heating. So we'll get the CH3 CH2C double bond OH. Okay, so that's it. For suppose this is the C14 carbon, the same carbon is present. You can go through the mechanism. For suppose the benzoic acid in on-tested reaction gives a phenyl acetic acid. Okay, so this carbon from this CH2N2. Okay, that's it. Now here the ketene, the main intermediate product is ketene. This ketene on treating with water on a hydrolysis, the ketene on a hydrolysis converted to carboxylic acid or CH2C double bond OH. Okay, ketene on treating with water will get the carboxylic acid. That means here H and OH. Here OH added and here oxygen added to the hydrogen. Okay, simple ga man chepte kana. Now by treating with alcohol, we will get the ester. Okay, by treating with water we will get the acid. By treating with alcohol we will get the ester. RO minus H plus. Now by treating with RNH2, amine, we will get the RCH2 C double bond O NHR. Okay, amides are produced by treating with amine, amides. By treating with alcohol, ester. By treating with water, we will get the carboxylic acid. Okay, it is an on-tested reaction. That's it. Okay. Next, chemical properties of the carboxylic acids. Okay, and derivatives also. First here, acid-base reactions. Carboxylic acid on reaction with sodium hydride, the sodium amide or NaOH, sodium bicarbonate. Okay. Here on reaction with sodium hydride that gives H2 gas, and reacts with sodium amide Na plus NH2 minus. That NH2 minus remove the H plus, will get the NH3 gas. Okay, and reading with NaOH and sodium bicarbonate. On reaction sodium bicarbonate, we will get the CO. Okay. So generally here, this CO2 is produced from the sodium bicarbonate. Okay. The CO2 is released from the sodium bicarbonate, but not from the carbon of the COH. Okay. So next, this compound. Next here, this carboxylic acids. Or suppose on treating with calcium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide or calcium oxide, so that produce RC double bond O minus twice Ca, calcium carboxylate, because it is a monovalent but it is a divalent. Calcium plus 2 is a divalent, so that's a calcium carboxylate is produced. That means RC over twice Ca plus 2. So next, one more important reaction. For suppose this is a carboxylic acid and this is the OH. Okay. So here this one on treating with NaOH, for suppose 1 equal. COOH and OH, which is more acidic? COOH is more acidic. So proton is removed from this one. Okay, proton is removed from this one. Okay, that's it. Next, reaction with diazomethane. Reaction with diazomethane. What is the diazomethane? CH2N2 is the diazomethane. That means here, simply CH2N2, it can be written like this, plus and minus. Okay, diazomethane. Now this carboxylic acid on reaction with diazomethane CH2 N2 plus minus, here the CH2 minus accept the H plus. So the product is RC double bond O minus plus CH3 N2 plus. Okay. Now this carboxylate anion acting as nucleophile, and here by leaving out this N2, this nucleophile attacks on this one. Okay. So as a result, you will get the ester molecule. As a result, ester molecule. Okay, it's nothing but esterification. Carboxylic acid on treating with the diazomethane will get the ester. For suppose this carboxylic acid CH2N2 will get the ester C double bond O CH3 plus N2. And here this diazomethane can react with phenol also, CH2N2. Yes, there is acidic hydrogen. There is a acidic hydrogen. So that OH converted to OCH. Okay. First of all, here acid-base reaction takes place. pH O minus plus CH3 N2 plus. Okay. N2 minus here N2. Sorry, CH2 minus N2 plus. There acid-base reaction takes place. CH3. And then here this is a nucleophile attacks on this one, and leaving out this will get the anisole. Okay, reaction with the diazomethane. Carboxylic acid on treating with diazomethane, esters are formed. Okay. Next, reaction with ammonia. Reaction with ammonia. This carboxylic acid on reaction with ammonia. Okay, carboxylic acid on reaction with ammonia. It is an acid acting as an acid. It is acting as a base. So first here acid base reaction takes place. Okay, acid base reaction takes place. It is ammonium, or suppose it is a methyl, it is a acetic acid. This is ammonium acetate. Okay, this is ammonium acetate molecule. This ammonium acetate on further heating. Okay, this ammonium acetate on further heating, the loss of water molecule takes place. The CONH2 plus water. Okay, from this one water molecule, loss of the water molecule, the amide and H2. Okay, amide and H2 reaction with the ammonia. Just will get the ammonium acetate and followed by heating will get the ammonia. Okay, it is two-step reaction. At room temperature, just salt formation, and further heating will get the amide. For suppose this phthalic acid, okay, this phthalic acid on treating with two equivalents of the ammonia will get the salt. Will get the salt. O minus NH4 plus. O minus NH4 plus. Okay. Now here, this one only heating, the loss of water molecule takes place. C double bond NH2. C double bond NH2. Okay. This compound. Now here, this one on further heating, that means vigorous heating. So loss of ammonia takes place. Loss of ammonia takes place. CO here NaH. Okay. Ammonia takes place. So in this case here, this compound is known as a toluene. Okay, that compound is known as a toluene. This compound is known as a toluene. Okay, so first here on treating with ammonia will get the salt, and further heating the loss of water molecule, and at high temperature, so just here loss of ammonia molecule will get the toluene compound. Okay, cyclic amide. Okay, so next esterification reaction. Okay, ester hydrolysis produces carboxylic acid and alcohol. In esterification reaction, from the carboxylic acid and alcohol, we can prepare the ester molecule. It is a preparation of the ester molecule. So it is a esterification reaction. So generally, the carboxylic acid and alcohol in the presence of the acid medium. Acid medium means here the concentrated H2SO4. Concentrated H2SO4. Here concentrated H2SO4 acting as a dehydrating agent. Okay, dehydrating agent. So RC double bond O, here OR dash, here H2O. This H2O removed by the carboxylic acid. Okay. So just here loss of water molecule takes place. Carboxylic acid, alcohol, ester. Now ester on adding dilute acid will get the carboxylic acid and alcohol. That's why you are using concentrated H2SO4 for the removal of the water molecule. So generally ester get hydrolyzed in acid medium. Okay, that means in dilute acid medium. But here in this case, H2 is one of the side product. Because of the H2 it may be affected, but that water is removed by the concentrated H2SO4, because H2SO4 is acting as a dehydrating agent that can remove the water. Okay. Now in this case here, first of all here in acid medium, H2SO4 that can release the H plus ion. So protonation takes place, carboxylic acid, OH here H plus. Okay. And next here, this one attacked by the alcohol that acting as a nucleophile. So RCOH, here OH, O, H here this one, R plus. Okay. Then next here, the proton transfer takes place. Here proton can be transferred to either OH group. Proton can be transferred to either OH group. So here we have two chances, OH2 plus OH OR or RCOH OH2 plus and OR. Okay. So in this case, with the loss of water molecule, here pi bond formation, that means RC double bond O and here OR. Okay. Next here from this one, loss of water molecule is a good leaving group. Next here OH, lone pair of electrons can form the pi bond, double bond O, H plus OR. Okay. So that is the ester molecule. So then here the loss of H plus, RC double bond O and here OR. And next here also loss of H plus, RC double bond O, OR, that is. Okay. That means here, if this one contains 18, that means here isotopic oxygen. Okay. Isotope. So that 18 may present in either group. That means may be present or may not be present. But suppose 18, here in this case 18. Now here this OH 18 and this one 18. Okay. Or this one 18. From this one 18, here 18. Okay. And from this one here with the H2O which contains O18 is removed from the substrate. So here in this case the O18 we cannot observe. Okay, O18 we cannot observe. This is the compound or maybe this is the compound in ester hydrolysis. Okay. Just here based on the mechanism we can say that the O18 is present in which compound, that means on which atom. Here this compound without 18, this compound with 18. Because of this tetrahedral reaction intermediate. This is the tetrahedral carbon. Because of this reaction intermediate we can get the two intermediate products. Okay. It is esterification, ester hydrolysis. In this reaction, this is the nucleophile. This is the nucleophile. This nucleophile attacks on this carbon. Nucleophile attacks on the carbon. If this carbon has a more positive charge, then this carboxylic acid is more reactive towards nucleophile attacking. That means here the reactivity, formic acid is a more reactive than the acetic acid. In esterification, formic acid is more reactive than the acetic acid, because here methyl is the donating group. The donating group decreases the magnitude of the positive charge. Okay, so less magnitude of the positive charge, so nucleophile attacking tendency decreases. And then the acetic acid, CH3, CH2, COOH, because here the ethyl is far more strong donating group than the methyl, and next to CH3, CH and CH3, C double bond OH, and next it is a very less reactive in esterification reaction, because the tertiary butyl is a strong donating group that decreases the maximum positive charge on this carbon, so it is less attacked by the nucleophile. Okay, there is a reactivity. And next, in case of the alcohol, so with increasing size of the alcohol, reactivity decreases. That means here, again here, tertiary butyl alcohol is a very less reactive in esterification reaction. Okay, because of the large size of the nucleophile, less reactive compound. Okay, in this case here, the nucleophile attacks on this compound. So here, if this nucleophile is smaller in size, so nucleophile attacking tendency increases. That's why here with increasing size of the alkyl group in alcohol, reactivity decreases. That means here methyl alcohol is smaller in size, so it is a highly reactive in esterification reaction. Okay, so the esterification of the carboxylic acid. So here in this case, the higher the magnitude of the positive charge, higher the reactivity. Or suppose between, that means among these compounds, this benzoic acid contains NO2 group, and this is a simple benzoic acid, and this benzoic acid contains donating group. By the presence of the donating group, magnitude of the positive charge on this carbon decreases, so reactivity decreases. The NO2 withdrawing group increase the magnitude of the positive charge, so that is more reactive compound. Okay, so that is the reactivity of the carboxylic acids in esterification reaction. So generally here this esterification is also done by using acid halide. For suppose this acid halide on treating with ethyl alcohol, so just a loss of HCl, so CH3 C double bond O C2H1 ester is produced. Okay.